Hello. Solid day today. Did a good chunk of yard work, but finished the main story of Red Dead 2. And I remember some of my first real exposure to Red Dead 2 was the Game Awards, the year it came out, because it came out really late in the year, and we just knew it was gonna sweep. And like, I didn't have any real stakes, but I just kind of remember that being the vibe. And I'm watching Vinny stream of it, and he put some of it into words for me too. We're just, it seems like, especially right after the game came out, the camp was so, I don't want to say so divided on this game. It, obviously the response was overwhelmingly positive, but the line of dissent seems to be either this game can do no wrong, or it's total garbage and can do no right. And it didn't seem like there was a lot of middle ground. But, I mean, that's nothing new. There's elitism in virtually not even virtually, literally every circle of video game. There's, if like you could think of a game, I guarantee you there's at least one elitist out there about it. Even trash things like Action 52, which, if you're not familiar, is, I believe, a bunch of bootleg games on a single cartridge, 52 of them, which is why they call it Action 52. Cheetahman is on that one, which is only really remembered because it had kind of a kick-ass song, and I will stand by that. Anyhow, yeah, man, but having finally played it myself, and I'm not entirely done with it. There's a bit of post game that I won't get into, and I'm not going to get into any spoilers here either. Just going to talk about general feelings and whatnot. I went into this game knowing it was probably going to be pretty good, if not great. Rockstar has a really good reputation. I've never really sunk my teeth into a Rockstar game like I have this one. Not that I was avoiding them, just never got around to it, I guess. I don't think this is going to make me binge every game of theirs ever. But, like, I don't know, I might get into a GTA at some point. It's just, well, the genre of open world, sandbox is a bit in my wheelhouse. I tend to prefer more fantasy ones, if that makes sense. Like, don't get me wrong, I know GTA can get wacky as hell. And I've actually played Saints Row. Most of 2. I got very close to the end, and then I just gave up because I needed to grind a lot of honor or something, or rep or something. I don't know, there was something I had to grind for the last mission, and it was just going nowhere. But I spent a lot of time playing 2. And I've played 3 and 4, both nearly to completion. As far as, like, I think 3, I did all of the side missions. I may have done the same thing for 4. But, yeah, I just, I really liked them, especially, No, I was gonna say, yeah, especially 4, just because of, the superpower stuff. It was really fun. Something about sandboxes set in like modern day metropolises outside of Saints Row have always been kind of dull to me. Or maybe just, I don't know. I have an aversion to too realistic in the sense of, this could be happening to someone right now. Statistically, it is. That kind of thing. I'm overanalyzing this. I've never really taken the time with the GTA, even though I've had interest in some of them. But damn, like I said, I knew Red Dead was probably going to be great, but it was genuinely fantastic. It's not for everybody, for sure, but it much less. When I say that, it's that there's a much lower barrier of entry than the other game that I say not for everybody, that I absolutely loved the hell out of, which was Death Stranding. Death Stranding definitely has a higher barrier of entry, I think, and a higher patience point. Because, it's I don't want to say going for period accuracy so much as it is just Rockstar wants to make you feel like you're in this world, like really, really, like you are the character, and so fast travel is not what we expect it to be for modern games, where it's just like open your map, point, click, go. Although I've read where it gets a bit more manageable at a certain point in the epilogue, post-game epilogue thing. But even though there is a fast travel system for the majority of the game, when you unlock it, which you have to go out of your way to do, you can only travel from camp and not back to it. Your other option is natural modes of transport, like hiring a stagecoach or riding the train. And I never minded it because the game is beautiful, and more often than not, you're going to come across something on your way to a place. But I can see where people that just want to rail the main story as quickly as possible might get frustrated. The positive of all of that is, or a positive for people that want to do that is the difficulty curve isn't really that much of a thing. Don't get me wrong, you get better and better guns, and and they make things a lot easier, but with a little bit of patience, going through the game with honestly just a revolver and whatever guns specific missions make you use is not only entirely feasible, it's it's just, no, yeah, that would probably be fine, just getting whatever the missions happen to give you, and that's it. You can go and trick out all of your guns, and it will make things a lot easier, but I don't feel like you have to, because no matter how... One nice point about all the realism is, no matter how weak or strong or anything in between your weapon is, or specialized, a shot in the head's still a shot in the head. And honestly, about the only thing you're really buffing your guns for is to deal with all the cougars and wolves. But mainly cougars, Jesus Christ. more than once I was literally ripped off of my horse by a cougar. But no, like, it's just really, really a wonderful game, I think. If you enjoy big story driven games, that's there. That's 100% there. Um, and one thing I'm happy about, actually, in retrospect, is I was complaining about spoiling myself last night, but it turned out to just be one outcome of a specific thing, and I didn't even get that outcome. So, great, really. Yeah, still playing it. Like I'm getting to the point where I'm ready to finish it. Um, but like at the same time, I'm not disappointed that I probably got another good day or two out of this game. Especially considering tomorrow me and Dad have an appointment, an eye appointment. We're both getting. I'm getting new glasses, and he's finally getting like regular glasses. He's been using like dollar bin reading glasses for years, but he's finally getting like actual glasses. Um, yeah. All right. I'm going to sleep now. I'll catch you all tomorrow.